up, YouTube? It's your boy, the franchise, and I'm back, baby. Yeah, look, there's been a little hiatus, you know what I'm saying? Life happens, you know what I'm saying? Pandemic things happen, work things happen, everything. All right, so you know what? All that matters is that we're here right now. You're watching this, which I greatly appreciate. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But I'm just gonna give you guys my honest reaction for She-Hulk because I just watched it and I think it's a pretty dope show. So let's just get straight into it. So those who may not know, just kind of a little bit of backstory, at least off the top of my head. She-Hulk character, Bruce Banner's cousin. We know him as the Hulk in the MCU in the Marvel Comics. So essentially she's a lawyer. She'd be lawyering and stuff, and then all of a sudden in the comics, something happens. She gets in an accident, gets hurt, and she needs a blood transfusion. Bruce Banner gives it to her, and she then becomes the Hulk. Bam. They changed the origin a little bit in the show. I'm cool with it. It's all good. Last time we saw the Hulk was in Endgame, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, and he was Smart Hulk, which was like the transformation between the two. So that's where we left off. Now, fast forward to this show, and he's like human in that beginning scene. Well, not the beginning scene, but the scene where she's doing a flashback on her origin, essentially. And he has this like, what the hell did he call it? What is it called? Not a capacitor. Whatever, little device on his arm that's making him human. So. He has that. He's like normal, good. So a spaceship starts to land on them, and they like drive off a cliff, flip, do the whole slow motion car thing. They have a thing for hot Cheetos, something that you find out in the episode. Apparently, it makes Hulks happy. The hot Cheetos are like the little slow motion rolling around the car, flying like they did in Tokyo Drift. When dude had the hot sauce flying across the car. A lot of movies and shows do this thing where the car is crashing and everything's in slow motion. Super dope, super fun, super funny. But anyways, long story short, they crash. She gets out. Bruce is like kind of in the seatbelt still human form, not Hulk yet, not hulked out, and he's bleeding. She has a cut open. He bleeds in her cut. Boom, she becomes She-Hulk. She has this episode, blacks out, ends up at a bar. Hilarious. She's like, what the hell's going on? She goes in the bathroom and she looks rugged. We're talking downtown Skid Row rugged, like crazy looking, you know what I'm saying? So some chicks walk in the bathroom. They're hilarious. They're having fun. They're like, girl, that's my accent of those girls. Girl, what you doing over here? Why you looking like that? You still gotta look like this. Whatever. That's probably a terrible accent, but whatever. I don't care. And they're like, yo, let me hook you up. Let me fix your hair up. Let me do the makeup. Give you some clothes. They give her shoes. Why a girl has shoes on her at a bar, like extra shoes in her purse? I don't know. Whatever. Then she goes outside. She-Hulk. She calls her cousin. She's like, yo, can I borrow one of your phones to the girls? They're like, yeah. And they all hand her a phone. There's like 50 phones. So she calls Bruce and waiting to be picked up. And of course, they have to have that scene where they like kind of test her, like where she's at, her mental state, and pretty much want to show where her powers are, her power set, and how she transforms. So some dudes come outside. For some odd reason, they trying to holler at her. I mean, I guess it's not odd, but they try to holler at her. She's not interested, and she's like, oh, I think my boyfriend's here. And they start chasing her, and she hulks out, throws the dudes across the screen. So, dope. Then we flash back. She's real world Jennifer Walters, lawyer. She usually represents several, well, in the comics at least, she represents several, like, Marvel villains or people that are enhanced, special abilities, mutants, etc. Overall, good vibes. I think it was very entertaining, lighthearted. It was fun. If I had to kind of explain it, I think it was fun. In the beginning, prior to that flashback, it just starts, she's doing like practicing one of her lawyer speeches, like a closing argument or something like that, closing statement. And she has a paralegal with her. And she has like a fellow lawyer with her. And you could tell the paralegal's like her homegirl. They're cool there. You could tell she probably helps her out, all that good stuff, and kind of, works hand in hand with Jennifer. And then the lawyer just seems like your typical douchebag lawyer that they have in TV shows where he's kind of like, oh, I'm better than you. And, you think you're the shit. And she's like, yeah, I am. All for the woman empowerment. And that's what this show is kind of showing. The show is showing. Look at me using words. Stop playing. But yeah, so then essentially you just really get a montage of the Hulk trying to teach her how to Hulk. He has like a freaking binder of all his research and everything he studied and obviously went through too. And he's pretty much trying to bestow that knowledge and information on her. But she's not having it. And this is what I really like about the show. It shows you kind of the real world aspect of like a normal person who is working their career and they love what they're doing. And bam, this anomaly hits and they're a superhero out of nowhere. They kind of, visited this a little bit in Miss Marvel that just happened. Where it was just a young girl that just got powers, although she was already predestined because she had a mutant gene. They're going to get to that. But how someone deals with that. And I think that's what the most compelling part of it is, because we're getting that real, like, human side of things where it could be anybody. It could be you. It could be me. And all of a sudden, bam, we're a superhero all of a sudden. And how to kind of navigate that whilst also trying to remain normal, whatever normal is at that point. So I think that is pretty compelling and pretty interesting. And I think one of my more, favorite parts of the show so far, although it's only been one episode. But the cool thing also is during this montage, he's teaching her how to control her anger. He realizes that she doesn't have like a completely brute side. She's just her, but in Hulk form, which he was like, what the heck? I had to deal with two personalities. No one's driving the car type of thing with you. And she's like, nah, it's just me. So she already shows a lot of things that pretty much she's not like better than him per se, but she has a lot of the characteristics, and she's at a place that it seems took him up until where they're at in the show to get to. It took a lot of trial and error, scientific, stuff that he's doing in the lab, and just going through things such as all the movies. He made a lot of references as to kind of how he transformed from Hulk back to human. He mentioned the scene in Age of Ultron when the Hulkbuster beats him up. He mentioned the scene in I forget what movie it is. Oh, Avengers 2 when he flies off the Quinjet and he just kind of leaves and ends up in Ragnarok with Thor. It was pretty fun, pretty cool callbacks, and just fun to kind of hear some of the old Marvel stuff. Although I'm loving where the direction's going. A lot of people are kind of giving it a hard time. They're saying, from the comments I read just today alone, boring show, this, that, it's not good. I hope it gets better. And I don't think people are giving it a fair shake. I think everyone's expecting an Infinity War level event on every show, every movie, and it's not realistic. The whole point of continuing a story and building a universe and expanding on a built universe, obviously Marvel's been doing this, is to introduce new characters, introduce new stories, new ideas, new scenarios, and where they're going, if you're following what's going on, is more of a cosmic side of things. Kang the Conqueror is that new big bad, and he's dope. Jonathan Majors, an amazing actor, talented brother. So I'm excited for where it's going. Everything it's building towards, everything there, the subtle input references and inputs. I'm here for it. So I'm a fan, and I like different. I thought this Phase 4 has gotten a lot of slack. It's gotten a lot of trash talk. People are saying, is there such thing as superhero movie fatigue? Because Marvel's been kicking for a while. There have been a lot of bad reviews regarding a lot of the new properties after Endgame. Rightfully so. I get it. That whole build up till Endgame was amazing. It was groundbreaking. It was the first time they did something like that. So it makes sense that people weren't as, I guess, fulfilled as they want to be. But with that being said, you also have to have an open mind and understand that different stories need to be told. There's a lot of representation now. This show is about a heroine. It's a female superhero, and how badass she is, and her struggles, what she's going through as a woman, dealing with emotions, things like that. Very real, very human things that we as people and people we know, we love, deal with on a regular. So I think it's dope. It's a really grounded approach to tell a superhero story. I mean, these are comics for at the end of the day. So I think the direction they're going in is good, and I think people just need a little bit more patience, a little more understanding, and an open mind, and you'll be able to kind of receive the medium as it's coming. But with that being said, I love the show. The montage was hilarious. You can see she has skills that Hulk took forever to develop. She's cool with the yoga. She knows how to. He did the thunderclap, which was dope. That's a comic classic. It's been in all the Marvel versus Capcom games. The thunderclap is dope. The ground stomp, that kind of stuff. Ground stomp. The ground punch. where he's like Hulk smashes the ground and it sends shockwaves and stuff. Super cool, super fun. And yeah, I mean, the ending was sick. Like, what I really liked, basically she's in a courtroom and she's gonna do her closing argument to the jury, and bam, some lady burst through the door looking like a female Hulk Hogan. Shorty looked crazy, but her name is Titania, and she's a villain that She-Hulk deals with a lot. So she's like a normal villain for her, and she busts in and She-Hulk's like, yo, I'm gonna Hulk out. Her paralegal's like, yo, go handle that. And she's like, I don't want to ruin my clothes, but she's like, whatever. But she does remember to take off the heels. Ladies, you can never ruin those heels, and I get it. And she hulks out, super dope, fights her, literally beats up Titania, and the police apprehend her. And then Eve's song comes on, Who's That Girl, starts playing. Yo, I lost it. I was like, yo, this is dope. You had me. Once you play some dope music like that from back in the day, and you kind of, highlight the fact that we got a badass woman kind of leading the show, I'm here for it. And then there's a fun post-credit scene. I don't know if everybody stayed and watched that. Well, not stayed. We're watching Disney Plus now. It's no longer at the movies. But if anyone watched it, her and Hulk are drunk at Hulk's bar. And, pardon me, she's talking about Captain America, how it's a shame he's a virgin, talking about his rear end. And Hulk spills the beans about how he lost his virginity in 43. Hilarious. But with that being said, man, I can't really pick anything out that I thought was like, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be levels of corniness to it, especially exposition, like how you're setting it up, because you need to make sense of things. Like Hulk being human all of a sudden. I mean, there's really no explanation other than him saying he was in the lab and he created something. It's kind of a, MacGuffin or Deus Ex Machina, whatever the hell it's called. But it's a plot device, okay? And, it is what it is. It's there for storytelling. They're just trying to push the story further forward and, churn out some new stuff. So I'm here for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of the new show? Do you like this phase so far? Like I said, I love WandaVision. I love Loki. Moon Knight was sick. Miss Marvel was cool. It was quirky. It was young. It was different. Got that Pakistani representation, the directors, the people that worked on it, all from Indian descent, which is awesome. You got to have that representation, moving forward in this world. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And as far as the hiatus, I've been gone, but we'll be back now. We're going to put out more content as we move forward, upgrade the service, the stream a little bit, and kind of the videos, everything that I'll be doing content on. We'll make some changes, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get a nice camera, and we'll make some fixes. But with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Any thoughts? How do you feel about what's coming on Phase 4 and what's going forward? Phase 5, the new Avengers movies that were freaking announced, Kang Dynasty, come on, stop playing, Secret Wars, major stuff coming out. What do you guys think? Let me know. Hit me in the DMs if you guys want to talk about it. Comments, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel. We're just going up from here. We got some fun. We'll do Marvel stuff. We'll do shoe stuff. We'll do car stuff. We'll do vlogging, just real life stuff. And I just kind of want to take you guys on a journey with me. I just wanted to put this reaction out because it's been a while since I posted stuff, but also just to kind of show you guys where we're at and where we're going moving forward. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.